Hi friends, this is Miss Yim. Today we will do Domain 9 review. Before we start, let's get our materials ready. You will need a sheet of paper and pencil. Great. Now let's start. Okay, the first activity is riddles. I'm going to give you some riddles. You don't need to write anything down. Just use your words, okay?
I was put under a spell that caused me to sleep for 100 years. Who am I? I am Sleeping Beauty. Next riddle. I am a little man who was able to spin straw into gold. Who am I? I am Rumpelstiltskin. Great! Next riddle. I have long, beautiful hair that people climb to get into the tower. Who am I? I am Rapunzel. I retrieved the princess's golden ball, ate from her plate, and slept on her pillow. What am I? I am the frog who was also a prince. Good job. Next riddle. I came up with a plan to drop pebbles to find my way back home. Who am I? I am Hansel. I chased Jack down the beanstalk because he had stolen my hen and harp. Who am I? I am the giant. Amazing. Now let's do the last riddle. I trick Hansel and Gretel to come inside my gingerbread house. Who am I? I am the Wicked Witch.
Well, friends, how did you do? If you got all of the questions correct, you're ready for the test tomorrow. If you miss a few questions, that's okay. You can use today to review the stories again, okay? For the second activity, you do need that paper and pencil. After you're done, please make sure you upload this page onto your dojo, okay? So have your materials ready and let's start.
Here is my blank sheet of paper. What is the very first thing we do, friends? We write our name and date. Go ahead and write your name and date on top. Pause the video. On the title, please write down word work. Pause the video and write.
On this paper, you are going to write the words that we've learned so far, and we will also illustrate the word. I will guide you step by step. Are you ready to review? Let's start.
The first word is wisdom. Say the word wisdom. If someone has wisdom, he or she has good judgment or understanding of what is right and wrong. In Sleeping Beauty, you heard, another fairy said, I give you the gift of wisdom so you may be wise. I'm going to draw a picture of an owl because owls are often story characters who have great wisdom. Have you ever known someone who has shown great wisdom? Please write the word wisdom on your paper and draw the picture. Draw someone you know that who has great wisdom. Pause and write. Great. The next word is succeed. Say the word succeed. Succeed means to do well or reach a goal. In Rumpelstiltskin, you heard, so the king took the miller's daughter to an even larger room filled with straw and said, Spin all this in one night, and if you succeed, well then you shall be my wife. I'm going to draw a picture of my black belt because I succeeded at earning a black belt in karate because I worked so hard, friends. Now, your turn. What kinds of things help someone succeed? Write the word succeed and draw a picture of something that helps you do well or reach a goal. Pause and write. Our third word is delight. Say the word delight. Delight means joy or great pleasure. In Rapunzel, you heard, he quickly picked a handful of Rapunzel and brought it back to his wife. At once, she ate it with delight. I'm going to draw a picture of spring because I look forward to the warm weather and flowers of spring with delight each year. Can you draw something that gives you delight? Pause and write. Now we are going to do the fourth word. The word is retrieved. Say the word retrieved. If you retrieved something, you got it back. In The Frog Prince, you heard, the princess told her father how the frog had retrieved her ball from the well. I'm going to draw a picture of my shoe because I retrieved my shoe from the dog. Have you ever retrieved an object that you dropped or lost? Please write the word retrieve and draw the object that you retrieved. Pause and write. We are halfway there. Since I ran out of space, I'm going to use the back page. If you have space, just use the same page you're working on, okay? Number 5, contented. Say the word contented. Contented means happy or satisfied. In The Frog Prince, you heard, with a contented croak, he began to eat from her shining gold plate. What kind of things make you feel contented? I'm going to draw a picture of myself reading a book because I feel contented when I read a book. Now it's your turn. Write the word contented and draw a picture of something that makes you happy. Pause and write. Number 6, comforted. Say the word comforted. If you have been comforted, someone has tried to make you feel better when you were sad or upset. In Hansel and Gretel, you heard Gretel began to cry, but Hansel comforted her. Have you ever been comforted by someone? I'm going to draw a picture of my mom because my mom comforted me when my best friend moved away. Now it's your turn. Write the word comforted and draw a picture of someone who comforted you. Think of someone who tried to make you feel better when you were feeling sad. Pause and write. Next word is number 7. Creep. Creep means to move slowly and quietly. Say the word creep. In Hansel and Gretel, you heard, every morning the wicked witch would creep to Hansel's cage. I'm going to draw a picture of my cat because when my cat comes in late at night, she will creep into a corner so we don't notice her. Usually, when someone creeps, they are moving close to the ground with the idea of not being noticed. Can you draw an example when you or someone you know might creep? Pause and write. Next word is precious. Say the word precious. If something is precious, it is very valuable and special. In Jack and the Beanstalk, you heard, and as for your precious beans, here they go out the window. I'm going to draw a picture of my grandmother's necklace that is very precious to me. Think of something that is precious to you and draw an example. Write the word precious and draw the picture. Go ahead, pause and write. This is the last word work. Say the word rudely. To act rudely means you are doing something in a way that hurts others or is not polite. In the story, Jack and the Beanstalk, you heard, he threw them down on the table and said rudely to his wife, "Here, wife, cook me a couple of these for breakfast." I'm going to draw a picture of the giant because he was so rude. What else does a giant do rudely in this fairy tale? Can you write the word rudely and draw an example? Pause and write.
Friends, great job doing the word work with me. Now let's move on to multiple meaning words.
This is a speaking activity, so you do not have to write anything down. Just use your words, okay? In the read aloud, Hansel and Gretel, you heard, day after day, Gretel cooked pots full of rich food for Hansel, while she herself ate nothing but crumbs. Can you think of as many meanings for rich? Pause the video and share. The word rich can mean two things. The word rich in Hansel and Gretel means food containing a lot of butter, fat, or oil. Can you point to the picture that matches my description? It was picture number 2. Now, the word rich can also mean another thing. Rich can mean having a lot of money or wealth. Can you point to the picture that matches my description? It is number 1. Good job!
Okay, friends, we're almost done with today's lesson. I'm going to share a video with you that sums up our learning for Domain 9 fairy tales. It's short and I think you'll enjoy it. Then, I also included a link to a story, Rapunzel. Now, there's something special about this story because the setting is in Africa. I hope you guys will enjoy it because I thought it was lovely. Okay, so after my video, check the link for Rapunzel and upload your vocabulary worksheet on Dojo. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Bye.
Oh, here you are. I'm going to the library to return this book, and Mom wanted me to see if you had any books to... Wait, what are you doing with that plant pot?
I'm planting these magic beans I found. You want one? You can grow your own magic plant.
Are you serious? Magic beans? Like in the fairy tale Jack and the Beanstalk?
What's Jack and the Beanstalk? Listen, though, these beans are really cool. My friend the princess told me that you just plant them in the ground and a giant beanstalk grows. And you climb it all the way up to the castle in the sky where the king of the giants lives.
That's just the plot of Jack and the Beanstalk. It's a fairy tale.
A fairy tale?
Right. Listen, fairy tales are fictional stories. They're really fun, and often they have interesting things to teach us. You must have heard at least some before.
I've heard of Cinderella. Is that a fairy tale?
Yes. Cinderella has lots of elements that other fairy tales have too, like royal characters, or fantastic events like spinning straw to gold, or animals that transform, as if by magic. Those are the kinds of things that make a story a fairy tale. And fairy tales are fiction. They aren't real. That's why I'm not interested in any magic beans.
Okay.
Listen, I'll catch up with you later once you're done playing with your magic beans, all right? I'm going to the library.
Well, I don't care what she says about fairy tales or fiction. I believe in magic beans. That's the spirit!